I am the president and founder of vCreative. It's software. We work, for the last 13 years, we've been working with over 4,300 radio stations to simplify and standardize and improve their daily workflow processes at the station level. So every single day, what we do is we work, oops, I gotta get this clicker. Forgive me, I don't do this very often. So every single day we work with sales teams, we work with the traffic teams, we work with production, on-air talent, we work with promotions teams and street teams, and we work with all the C-level executives. And what we do is we ask them, how can we improve your processes? How can we help you to improve your daily workflow? Where are the bottlenecks? Where are the inefficiencies, communication breakdowns? And overwhelmingly, the number one most common and most costly is on this thing called lost revenue after the buy. So after there is a sale, there is a poor execution or an ineffective execution of getting the correct ad on the correct station at the correct time. And that results in write-offs, because if the client says you missed that opportunity, it's written off, or credit, it has to be a make good or make do to be run at a future date. And it's costing millions of dollars. So rather than listen to me, we went out to listen or talk to some clients, and here's what they had to say.
Every spot that I have to bump because I don't have copy for, that's a missed opportunity. That's gone. That inventory has a lifespan. Once it's passed, I can't make it up. You know, it's done. So then I'm losing revenue. I hate having any credits, any missed spots.
There have been instances where a misplaced number, literally misplaced number, has cost us upwards of $150,000 on a buy because it was just a human error.
I mean, I've taken $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 credits sometimes because stuff has run wrong. That happened to me in January. I think we took a $40,000 credit on one of our stations because we ran the entire month wrong, because we had a wrong copy. And it was my salesperson's fault. It wasn't the agency's fault.
No, I always look for systems to improve our workflow to make sure that errors are minimized. And so anything that, can help that process really, is a boon for us.
The less people that have to touch the process, the less opportunities for a mistake to happen. I think you guys would be a great solution for that.
That's what we found, talking to a couple of our clients and dug a little deeper to really find out what is really happening here. And most of the time it's human error. Anytime that an ad needs to get on air, it touches 3 to 4 different people who manually type in the exact same information into 3 different systems. And so there's a lot of room for error. It's also a very chaotic process because of the nature of our industry, it's always moving and there's lots of last minute changes. They've decided that, hey, we want to change this copy, we want to change the ad really quick, and so after it's gone through the whole process and it's teed up to go on air, at the last minute there's a revision that comes in, and then it has to go all the way through the process again, and it could not make it onto air. And the third one is that there's no standardization. So a lot of talks were coming from the agencies, that the agencies were having, there was a disconnect between the agencies and the stations. So we teamed up with ECN and Angela TC to connect with the stations and the agencies. And we went out and we put together this video just to kind of tell in their words what's going on with this crazy thing that we call trafficking ads to get them on air.
Crazy.
Chaotic.
Hectic madness.
It would really be 2 words that I would use to describe traffic: controlled chaos.
Traffic is very stressful. Things come in at the last minute.
We're always working for the next day. We're always working with a time constraint. Things have to get on air immediately, and you're dealing with the pressure of not really having any room for error.
It's going to be chaotic, but you do have control of how you react to the chaos when it's delivered to you.
If you walk into a boardroom today at one of the major ad agencies and ask them what their traffic department does, most people would probably not be able to tell you.
The term traffic really does apply to what we do. We are trying to move things along just like you would on a highway. You know, you're getting data from all different places, you're getting information from all different places.
There are so many moving pieces in this process of getting any ad onto air that most people don't realize just how complicated it is.
Every time there is a new commercial or a change to something that's airing, that information needs to be communicated all the way down the line.
If we don't deliver that spot on time and deliver a set of instructions that makes the human on the other end understand how to utilize it and execute it properly, then the campaign doesn't go off well.
Things can break down anywhere in the traffic process.
It could be a missed email, missed copy instructions.
That's why you have to always be really cognizant of where you are with different campaigns at the same time.
It's pretty much all human mistakes. We have to count on somebody getting us the right spot, and then if it doesn't go to traffic, we have to make sure that the account manager sees it and forwards it to the right person. And not only that they know what station it's for, what order it's for, what product it's for.
Part of the craziness is just interpreting the run dates, the ISKI codes. You know, it's just seeing numbers and letters over and over again. It's very easy to just misplace a number, misplace a letter.
We're just getting spots and emailing them back and forth, and you know, a lot can get lost in translation.
That's a lot of pressure when there's a six-figure buy riding on a letter or a number.
When things break down, it can affect the bottom line if it's not resolved properly. There's a lot of money on the line for any media buy. I mean, you might have one network commercial unit and it could be, you know, from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to even millions for one unit.
There are certain clients that it's make or break. You're either there or you miss the boat. If you're a retail client, you're having a Wednesday mattress sale and you blow it and you don't get on until Thursday, there's no backing up the truck for that.
Every spot that I have to bump because I don't have copy for, that's a missed opportunity. That inventory has a lifespan. Once it's passed, I can't make it up. You know, it's done. So then I'm losing revenue.
There have been instances where a misplaced number has cost us upwards of $150,000 on a buy. It was just a human error.
The more times that you have to rekey something, the more risk of error. So if the code that represents the commercial was ingested, if the length of the commercial was ingested, if the air dates were ingested, I wouldn't have to worry that one keystroke just blew me out of the water and my spot's not going to air, or a different spot's going to air. If we could take that piece and just bring it a little bit more, you know, into the future, I think it would be helpful.
There is no standardization.
It's crazy. There really needs to be a standardization in our industry. People have talked about it for years. We need it, we need it, we need it. Well, let's just do it.
Sounds simple, right? Except it's very complex because there are thousands of moving parts in this business and we're at the nexus of that. Different agencies, different systems, different formats, and everyone wants to get it there now.
What we're doing is creating a bridge between the agencies and the stations.
We've created a process to make this easier. Stations no longer have to rekey information or look for their spots because we're delivering content directly into their systems.
We believe in the power of collaboration.
We're leveraging our knowledge and expertise on both the station and agency side to create a new solution. And together, we're taking on the problems and challenges of the industry.
We are working in kind of asking every other software company out there that works in broadcast, let's collaborate. I believe in the power of collaboration. The thought that we're going to have a station, any one station, use the exact same systems are not probable. So the best thing we can do is to collaborate. This is kind of out of order, but this is the top 10 reasons that we actually investigated and found. And I can get this to any of you if you're interested. I won't go through them. But these are the reasons that happen at station levels and between agencies and stations and internally at stations that cause the lost revenue or the spots to not air. But we really want to talk about, this is where I feel that we as an industry have to come together. Salespeople work in the CRM systems. such as Matrix, and I'm proud to say that we're in the process of an integration with Matrix right now. Wide Orbit has traffic and automation systems. We have a working integration with Wide Orbit Automation, and we will soon, we're in the process of getting ready, hopefully very soon, to tee up our Wide Orbit traffic integration. We also integrate with ECN, which is a delivery software that delivers it directly into our system at the stations, so it eliminates these double entries. So when the 3 to 4 times of them saying that they're entering this information in the continuity process, it has to go into traffic, it has to go into the automation system, but it has to come down from the agency. So by integrating with all of these companies, it gets put in one time at the agency, and it goes all the way through these processes, through integration, so that it eliminates the manual data entry. So it's only entered once, and it goes all the way onto online. And we're also working with Strata, but there's other companies out there. And so what I'd like to say is we want to continue to work with you, the stations, our clients, and with other software companies in order to help the stations stop losing so much money every single year. So I'd like to just take some questions now, if there's any questions. If not, I thank you for your time, and if you would like to talk with me about it later, if there's a software company here that would like to speak with me, or a station that has questions, feel free to catch me the next day or so. Thank you.